Hello and welcome back to Opal Plays MechWarrior 5. This is the campaign, and it is modded. I showed the modifications in the first episode, and I will be eventually typing in a list of all the modifications that I play down in the description below. Um, and you can always take a chance to look at them there. This is the third mission of the game. And as I explained in the first episode, I will be showing all the cutscenes and all the dialogue so you can follow along. So in case you've never actually played it, you can get the full storyline and character of the game. Please go back and take a look at episode 1 if you've missed it so you can catch up with us. At this point, I'm being told I need to speak to Rihanna, who is my operations manager. And we'll run through the hangar bay and go up and see what she has to say.
Commander, it turns out the bastards who attacked us and who have set up the blockade are a mercenary outfit by the name of Black Inferno. Unfortunately, that's about all we know at the moment. Spears and I will try to dig up more information if we can. The time will come when we can extract some proper vengeance. But right now, we have more pressing concern. Inferno forces are closing in on our location. That means we only have a small window in which to fulfill our obligations to the mining company and haul ass out of here. The company wants us to take down the raiders for good by destroying their base of operations. Once that's done, they'll arrange passage for us aboard the inbound jump ship. I've detailed the mission briefing and it's waiting for your sign-off. You're free to launch whenever you're ready, Commander.
Roger that.
Well, so basically what she was saying is we're going to have to go take out a base. This is Fahad, my mech repair guy, saying my Centurion is ready. So I'm going to click on it and accept it. You don't have to, it's still ready, one way or the other. And I'll select the mission from her for Takedown. Go to contracts to see what it's all about. And it's a difficulty 5 campaign mission that basically says what she's been saying all along. I'll read this one from now on. You're going to have to pause if you want to actually read to yourself what they're saying. We've located Raiders' base of operations. Decades ago, this planet was the epicenter of a mining gold rush. One of these mining locations is where the Raiders are holed up. You can expect more numbers than you saw at the power plant. I saw 30 at the power plant, remember? Eliminate all enemy forces and destroy as much infrastructure as possible. The objective is to put these raiders out of business once and for all. Okay, follow my cursor around. It is a 5 difficulty campaign mission with a 50-ton limit. Going to take 7 days, 11 square kilometers, so a pretty relatively small map, and once again on glacial ice in the morning, and visual visibility is excellent, which is all very good stuff. Notice I'm still on, the opaque background, you can see I'm still on DeBerry, planet number 4. Um, Interstellar Expeditions is beginning to like me with a 22 up here, and the bandits are really starting to dislike me with a 15. That all comes out to how much I get paid and how many picks and selects I get between C-bill payout, salvages, or damage cover. I've got 3 whole boxes available to me now, but only 2 I can take as C-bills. I take them both, and the salvage is not truly important at this point in the game. I know there are a lot of people who would say differently, but I'm going to take 1 in damage coverage. Some damage coverage up to $725,000. I'm sorry, 400,000 in damage, and 3/4 of a million C-bills for cash payout. Still only getting 1 mech because I only got 1 pilot, and that's me. So I go up to here and I take the Centurion, which is actually not quite ready. I've still got 2 more days. This sad little shaped mech down there is the damage I take in the opening scene where I'm not piloting it. But that's way too much. I don't know how he walked back into the mech bay. Top off on the adult beverage aiming fluid and tell it that we're ready. Wait to 2 days and let's go sling some lead or electrons or even long-range missiles.
Attention. Prepare for battlemech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
In this mission, make sure she's not going to say anything.
Taking down
Okay.
more murderers and thieves, Commander. Don't show them any mercy.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
That's it. Exactly. I've got enemy contacts up ahead, Commander. They must have detected us on the way in.
In this mission, you're going to see ballistic weapons. That's this one. That's an AC-10 firing. They're different from the energy weapons you've seen so far in that energy weapons are instantaneous damage at that point. Ballistic weapons can take both time and they can actually slow down and fall. So you have to worry about the drop, aiming over your target, and the time it will take to lead your target for your cannon shell to get there. You've also got LRM-10s on this mech, which can lock onto a mech or target and follow it. We'll see that as we progress on. I'm only moving at half speed right now so I can talk to you and not have to focus on talking and shooting at the same time. We'll speed up some. And there's my first. Shot me in the face right away. That's what I mean by locking on. Notice I still have to shoot it with the cannon. Well, he got me in my right shoulder pretty hard there. This might be a fun one if it continues taking hits like that. And here's a hint, I will continue taking hits like that. As the missions progress, the tanks, turrets, etc. get to be a little more sophisticated for each time. That's my LRM, takes out that guy. That was a cannon, that's my LRM.
Igor inbound, Commander.
Yeah, naturally.
Above you.
LRMs are good because you can latch on and not have to follow. They're also bad because you have to latch on, which means you're not looking around seeing other things. I don't know what's hitting me. Got him? Got him. Heavy duty VTOL. They've got long range cannons and they can actually, because they're up above you, see further than you can see. As you can see, I'm a pretty good shot, generally speaking. But I'm already hurting for damage. You can hear in the background that little humming noise. That is another helicopter slant VTOL coming my way.
There's the raider base.
Normally, if you look at the mini-map down below me, you'll see that it has me going into a U-shaped cul-de-sac for this mission. I'm doing it way up here so I can alleviate myself of some of the destruction I need to do down in there, including that tank. I can't quite make that angle. So now I can walk around it. One of the greatest advantages of a ballistic missile is it does a outsized amount of damage to buildings. Even machine guns can take out buildings in a short amount of time. Comes a VTOL. Missed it. Got it. Don't let it fall on me. That's not the buildings I'm looking to destroy. I've got to take a right here and go down that little cul-de-sac. I've got to come out and face stuff up here on the way out. And still got a VTOL humming around somewhere. There. Got him. Got me too. What kind of tanks that were trying to sneak over on where I was sitting and shooting at them. Kick him out of the way. Start banging the buildings. So you can see from the little warning that pops up on the screen there, my LRMs are only good for long range. You want to kill the red pipes because they blow up. At this point I'm just playing stomping mech and going through and knocking down buildings and exploding stuff. Got a ground crawler up there. Nope. If I can't hit him, he can't hit me. In theory. You can look at the bar up on the top of the screen, you'll see I still have 11% of damage to do, now 9. You see my LRMs are firing here because I got more space than the minimum range, but they're not locked on.
Now get to the extraction zone.
They're just dumb fire, so doesn't do a lot of good. As Rihanna said, I'm now able to go home. And I'm gonna have stuff on the way home. Like that one. Come on, come on.
All ground forces have been eliminated.
Well, that's a good thing. Also a lie. That's a good thing. It also means I've still got helicopters. There's one. Be great if it let me shoot them before they shot me. Notice my left side torso is yellow now. Solid yellow. I take much more damage there, it's gonna fall off, and so will my arm. Great, ammo low.
I'm detecting an unknown battlemech fast approaching your position. Very
Of
fast.
course you
When
are.
you see it, get a sensor lock on the target.
Copy that.
Remember your combat training, Commander. Enemies will have a harder time hitting you if you keep your mech moving. I advise you to stay mobile.
How's that for a shot?
Ranges.
14 more shots on the AC-10, indefinite on the medium lasers, and plenty of ammo on the LRM-10. See if there he is.
Looks like these raiders somehow got their hands on a spider mech. It's fast but lightly armored. Avoid letting it get behind you.
Trick on this is I've got to knock off a leg. Too close.
That spider is
Too
a solid
close.
one. What it lacks in offensive capabilities, it makes up for with speed and agility. A deadly combination if it gets into your blind spots. This one seems to have pre-existing damage on his right leg. If you're having trouble hitting the critical areas, try focusing fire there instead. You may be able to wipe out its mobility advantage.
Now he's down to one leg.
Nicely done, Commander.
Oof.
To the extraction point, and I'll pick you up.
Never lost that. It's just I take so much damage doing it. You'll notice in following missions I never take that much damage, and it makes me wonder if they purposely wrote this one to literally run you through a batch of electric can openers and rip your armor away. Just to give you a lesson. Total payout 783,600 C-bills and 40 points of reputation. About halfway to level 3. I got spider parts I can pick up, and quite frankly, there's nothing else worthwhile getting except medium lasers in case I want to upgrade them later on. I'm going to take the spider parts this time. The spider's a 30-ton mech. It means it takes 6 parts for me to put together a spider. Oh, sorry. But I only get 1 part per. I forgot about that. Because it takes 3 shares to get a part. So, I'll take that. Because I can always sell it for some portion of 400,000. 67 C-bills. I'm now up to a 20 for my experience. Kicking along pretty good. The energy weapons are at 4. I've only had 1 mission of ballistics and jumped up to 2 from 1. Same with the missiles, and all 4 on the bottom, which are basically heat and evasion, are up to 4. Same as my energy. So I'm doing pretty good at gaining experience as an individual pilot. And I picked up another 50K for the completion awards for that mission. Unfortunately, I'm out to speak to Fahad. Let's go hear about how hard it is to repair my mechs.
Hey there, Gov. I hear we finally got a name for these bastards who've been chasing us down. Black Bloody Inferno, right? Well, that's a load of bollocks, isn't it? You know what a Black Inferno is? It's bloody smoke, mate. All right then, nice chat. Gonna get back to work.
Makes me want to name my mech company something like White smoke or something like that. I don't know. Because that pretty much tells me that my mission in life is going to be, whoops, go take out Black Inferno. I should probably do this slower so you guys don't get nauseated. Or I could just complain that maybe somebody needs to make a mod that so I don't have to do this every dang time.
Hi, Commander. Thanks to your efforts, the mining company have kept their word and booked us transport on a jump ship. Spears has also obtained a new mercenary ID number. So, all we need to do now is choose a new name for our merc outfits, and we're good to go. I'll leave that up to you. Once you've registered the new name, come back and see me.
Will do.
As always, if you're playing this game and you see a gold star, as you see in the center of my screen here, that's where it wants you to go. Unfortunately, that's just a blank wall. It says private only. What does that mean? Well, what it is that's my private quarters. Could you imagine spending the next 25 years of your life, this is your only home? Because that's your bed, your office, presumably a shower in that corner or bathroom, and your closet. That's your home. Oh, and look, a tree. You have to walk around, get into the chair. Keep in mind, Nick's Cavaliers was my father's company. So I'm going to be a little bit rebellious and call it Jake's. Leaving the same emblem. And leave my sad quarters with my emergency hatch escape. There was a mod at one point that allowed you to walk around the entire dropship and visit places like the doors behind the armed guard here behind Rihanna. I'm not sure what the name of it was. I'm not sure if it's still available or not, so I'm not going to go beyond that. But you could literally walk and sit and look at pretty much anything in here. And whoever it was that did that was a wonderful designer and graphic artist to let you really figure out all that stuff. Anyway, back to Rihanna. And this will be the last mission I run tonight. It can be somewhat long.
Okay, Commander. Everything is set for our departure. The transport contract with the mining company is a false flag Spears and I set up with their corporation. The mining company has legally hired us to transport cargo for them. But in reality, there is no cargo. Just a destination and some very convincing paperwork.
So, where are we headed?
We've been asked by Spears to help him out of a jam. I think we owe him.
I agree. What's he need us to do?
Spears works for Interstellar Expeditions, one of the largest archaeological collectives in the Inner Sphere. They do archaeological digs and conduct research into abandoned Star League-era facilities in the pursuit of lost technology from before the Succession War. One of the expedition's dig sites has come under attack. A rogue mercenary group is intent on pillaging a Star League supply depot that IE uncovered on Brookland Prime. We're going in to help protect the site. Spears will provide more detailed information on what exactly we're facing once we arrive. For now, I've uploaded the coordinates into the nav system. Before we can launch, you need to sign off on the op and get us to the system.
Roger that.
I like that. A rogue mercenary group is attacking the Stig site. I'm a one mercenary, one mech group going in to defend this camp. So what does that make me? Oh, and just for those of you who are firearms aficionados, notice the guard to the Rihanna's left. If that's not a bullpup weapon, you tell me what it is. That should pretty much tell you bullpups do in fact survive. That was me hitting the E button. I'll view transmissions. Last man standing is my next mission. And we have to travel for it, which means we're actually getting out of the DeBerry system that we're currently in and traveling, if you look at the left-hand side, to the Brooklyn system. There we go. In towards the sun. The whole lore of this is you had drop ships like what we are in, this one, and jump ships like the big one I'm attaching to. The jump ships would go up close to the sun and expand a solar energy catcher electronically that after 7 days allowed them to power up their jump engines and jump to a pre-programmed system. And now you probably know more than 90% of the people playing this game on what that cutscene really means. There are approximately 130 books out there on the BattleTech slant MechWarrior storyline, and I highly encourage, if you're a reader, to and like action adventure, politics, and the occasional love story, to look into them. I'm sure Amazon has most of them. I have at one time had most of them either in paper format or digitally. Last Man Standing. We'll take a look at the contracts. Shows I have a difficulty 5 campaign mission at 50-ton drop limit, which is good because that's all I can drop at this point. I've only got myself as a pilot and a 50-ton mech to drop. Interstellar's Expedition was 22, now it's 35. They're kind of really liking me, and I'm going to be fighting a unknown Atlas Skull target mercenary group that really doesn't even know me, so they don't hate me at all. 7-day mission, they say that means pretty quick, but this is probably going to take 10-15 minutes of your time. Feel free to pause, go get a cup of coffee, adult beverage, whatever your choice, donut, and come back and finish watching. Then when you get done watching, please like, comment, and share, but mostly subscribe. That tells YouTube my videos are popular and to please put them out there so if somebody else runs across or puts in a type, a hashtag of, hashtag mercenary or MechWarriors, that maybe they should offer up mine for viewing. I would appreciate it. Everybody appreciates that. I'm going to take a salvage share this time because the damage coverage, I'm not going to take 700,000 in damage. If I do, I'm pretty much out of the game, restarting it. You'll never see this. Notice, if you will, that I started off with 2 million C-bills and cash, and I'm now at 2.9. I'm finally starting to make back some money. Hooray for me. I've got to repair my mech before I go, so I'm going to do that now. There was no time lapse. Normally I would do that before I even start. I'm going to hit a repair all, but I have no mech market, no nothing. Can't make any other changes to the mech at this point. And that's going to take 10 days. Fortunately, 10 days happens right there. Centurion's one of my favorite mechs.
Prepare for battlemechs departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Because I like balanced mechs, and the Centurion has both. Oh, here we go. Hang on.
I'm picking up one friendly, just ahead of your current position. Unidentified enemy units engaging.
Copy that. Mayday! Mayday! My blackjack has suffered critical damage, and I am under assault by Raider forces. Please, I need backup! Don't worry, I'll drive these raiders back. Keep out of sight and hunker down.
That is that mech right there. And realistically speaking, you cannot save it. There is a mod out there that gives you the opportunity.
Shaking
You
up now.
can't save it.
The dig site still needs defending.
As I was saying, the Centurion's one of my favorite mechs. It's the CN9 TAC A in particular, but not as it's currently configured. I am not a fan and never have been a fan of long-range missiles. I would prefer to swap that out to a SRM-6 and use it in shotgun mode. The idea that I have to focus on a single target, wait for it to lock, and then hit the key and hope it hits it, it's too much time I could be spending shooting other targets. I fight pretty much in what MechWarrior Online and everybody else would describe as a brawler mode, point, shoot, kill. It works for me. Sometimes I make a specific mech for long-range missiles, and I turn it into a killer. With only one LRM-10, it's not it. Light blues are my buddy turrets. Those are friends of mine. This guy is a friend of mine. These guys are not. Much faster just to go ahead and shoot them down and kill them. More satisfying too. Thought I had one behind me, and I do. He just went over me.
Another friendly under attack, Commander. Straight ahead. You made it. Thank God. Pick a target and have at them. I could use the help.
That was the other mech over there. That's Freeman in a Jenner. He's a very important part of the campaign going forward. Notice I'm just shooting trees and didn't hit a thing. That's just a waste of time and energy to fire that. Not a single missile hit it. That's me pivoting around so he can't shoot me. Can't get up over that mountain. Lost lock as soon as I shot.
It's a hell of a lot easier clearing these bastards out with some help, Commander. Spears send you?
Yeah, said you guys needed some reinforcements.
That's an understatement. My entire lance was wiped out. They came down on us like a ton of bricks, out of nowhere. Wave after wave. Been holding them off as best I can, but I don't think I could have held out much longer.
Well, we're here now, and we've got your back.
I appreciate that. Seriously.
She,
tell you how good it is to see some friendly faces.
We still need to protect this site.
Copy that, but they'll be coming back soon enough. Like I said, they attack in waves, and they haven't shown any signs of letting up.
I saw some defensive turrets. Those should help.
Yeah, I set them up when they started digging. There's a turret generator close by, up on the hill. It cycled off after the third or fourth wave hit us. It's still off at the moment. You want to try cycling it back on? I'll watch your six.
Sure thing.
notice I was steering towards that
Inbound.
blue shield, knowing that was
Looks like a mix of airborne and
coming.
armor, Commander.
This blue box is telling me go here, and that if I do, it will let me power up the shield that he was talking about.
Commander.
I always recommend you take out VTOLs as fast as you can, simply because they are fast, maneuverable, and have AC-2s or AC-5s that can really cause havoc on you.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
You can tell by the sideways motion of a target sometimes how close it is to you. And that helps you pick out which one to go for next. But if they're right in front of you, that's not a help.
Push them back.
I don't know what it is with that left side torso, but they like to shoot that. That's on the other side of the mountain. And looks like he's going to get it, but you never can be sure.
Stay on them.
Target acquired.
Nice shooting. There's a repair bay we can use. First, you need to cycle on the second turret generator.
It's way up there by the blue shield.
I'm on it.
Multiple hostiles converging on your location, Commander. I'm picking up 10, 12 bogies this time.
I told you, these guys never quit.
10, 12 bogeys. Didn't I just kill more than that? And once again, the blue box comes up. That's where you want to go.
Keep up the pressure.
I've got 54 rounds out of the 80 I started with. On the AC-10, you can check the box on the right. And 270 out of
Target acquired.
the LRM. So I'm not hurting for ammo at this point, not totally. You do get a full ammo refill.
Lance mates.
Good.
Target acquired.
Come on, stuck on a rock. Paying attention to more than just killing stuff.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let's take these bastards down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target
Power dead on. Lots of targets.
target acquired.
I don't want to go hit the repair bay yet
Ruins bring nothing but trouble.
until I have to.
Target acquired.
That would be when I'm out of targets or out of ammunition and have no choice. And the reason for that is I still have 2 battlemechs I have to kill that are pretty significant.
Target destroyed.
For all we
And
know, we're all just fighting over some random forgotten city collapsed hundreds of years ago.
now that I've got their attention, they come back to me.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That, right in front of me, is a mech bay. Note the size and shape. The important part, when you know you have a mech bay in your mission,
Data core, I'll put C-bills down that it's either destroyed, corrupted,
and they are
or
few,
encrypted.
is to ensure you take no structural damage prior to going into the mech bay, because it will not repair structural damage.
System offline.
Just armor and a reload on your ammunition. That's a full reload on ammunition.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Ducking behind trees
Destroyed.
works.
Target acquired.
Enemy dropship approaching, Commander. Looks like they're bringing in the heavy guns.
Is there gonna relatively claim to this site? It's ours. There's no shame in admitting defeat, my friend. Leave now, and we'll spare your lives. You've been warned. Greet us and die. Son of a bitch. They're fielding 2 medium mechs.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Let's go get them.
New target assassin.
Probably nothing. Nope, nothing.
Target acquired. New
Too
target
close.
open.
He's got a PPC that does more damage than anything I've got. Meanwhile, the assassin gets to shoot at me too. and his arm is off. And center's yellow. Come on, Chuck. He's Sparky. Keep in mind that's a griffin that weighs more than I do. So in theory, should be able to take me out. Unfortunately, the Jenner's been keeping him busy. At least in theory.
That's the last of them, Commander. Hell of a job. Spears will be impressed, as he should be. A new Merc outfit is already on its way to secure the site. Hang tight for now. I'm coming to pick you up.
Copy that.
Hey, Commander. Just wanted to say thanks for the rescue. Things were getting pretty grim before you showed up. I lost some good friends today. Good pilots. I don't think I could have held out much longer myself if you hadn't dropped in. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we were able to help. Just wish we'd gotten here sooner.
Me too.
You know, we could always use another pilot. One with your skills, he'd come in awful handy. What do you think?
After today, hell, it'd be an honor to serve with you, Commander.
Then consider it done. Welcome aboard.
And that's how you go about gaining new mech pilots. Okay, not really, no. For the most part, you're going to wind up having to hire them, and that's going to cost you several $100,000 worth of hiring fees. Then you got to pay them, and well, they do call the game Mercenaries. That's what it's all about, and that's part of the fun of it. Oh, I made it to 3. Squeaked over the limit. As you can see, I got that Jenner 7 variant D, which is a 4 medium laser and 1 SRM launcher with quite a number of jump jets. And the speed, if you look at the right-hand side, one up from the bottom, 113 kilometers per hour, which makes it even faster than the Jenner I was in, the Javelin I was in. Wow, memory fails me already this time of night. I got 6 points of salvage to take, which means I can take an assassin part at 5, or I can just get junk and upgrade it later. And I'm going to get junk and upgrade it later. This gives me a total of 11 medium lasers, which allows me to make, I think it's going to come out to 2 or 3 level 2s, which is better than nothing. I've jumped up to 23, and all of my skill things have jumped up, including my shielding at 5, ballistics at 3, and my missile at 3, because I actually had to use it in this one. I said continue. Oh, note that she said there's going to be more. Well, I killed 26. I have no idea what Freeman killed, and he joins me as a pilot. And notice that his skills went way green, which means that's all of 7. And keep in mind, I'm 23. He gained a lot of experience in this, and he's still pretty much a junk pilot. And I get to speak to Rihanna once again. I want to get you through all this stuff and get you to our next planet, which will be an industrial hub, and we'll start the next missions from there.
Hi, Commander. Excellent work protecting that dig site. Spears thinks you did a hell of a job. A chip off the old block were his exact words, referring to your father, of course. That's quite the compliment coming from him. As you know, your father and Spears did a lot of work together over the years.
No, I don't know
Proved
that.
lucrative too, for both of them. Hopefully, we can continue that relationship.
Let's hope so.
But we need more than one client if we're going to survive out here. That's what I wanted to talk with you about. Our next move. We're operating with a clean slate now, thanks to the new mercenary ID number Spears provided. A whole new name, new outfit. Now we need to get to work rebuilding our capabilities and establishing our reputation. Won't be easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. You up for it?
What do you think?
I think we better get started then. Plenty of war zones in the inner sphere where we can pick up work. A few safe harbors as well. Places we can hire more pilots, get our hands on cheap supplies. First, we need to earn some sea bills to pay for it all. Other than that, I see a bright future ahead of us, Commander.
Me too.
Speaking of the future, we have a pending transmission from IE already. Seems Spears has put the word out to his colleagues that we can be trusted to get the job done. Before diving right in, I recommend we head to one of the industrial hubs in this region. Pockets of relative stability where we can acquire new equipment and mechs, hire new pilots. We have more mechs than Mechwarriors at the moment, so it would be good to expand the ranks. Repairs are cheaper in these regions too. Either way, I've marked the location of the IE contract on the star map. It's there whenever you're ready.
Roger that. Thanks, Rihanna.
You're welcome, Commander.
Okay, one quick one. I'm going to go to the star map. I'm going to close that. Pascagoula down here with the that icon, the bright yellow icon, is what she's talking about for where I can go for the IE mission. And I can do a mouse over on it and show that it's a high reward quest, but I can't really see what it is at this time. Looking into it, you see the dotted lines behind all these star systems out here? That is an industrial hub. An industrial hub is, according to the lore, a group of star systems that did not fall during the succession wars completely into disrepair. They still have communications networks, transportation networks, and industrial linkages between them. So that's where you want to go to repair if you need to save money, upgrade, or buy new stuff. The skull icon here, which is the Atlas skull over Pajarito, indicates that there is a hero mech available there, and the mech icon over Kennard indicates that there is a rare mech there. For the rest of it, it's just that is the inner sphere, and yes, in fact, it is this big. Every single little dot there is a separate planet. I'm sorry, star system. And I have another industrial hub over here. I'm going to end you at this point by going to Haynesville. We'll just travel there, and I'll call it a night, day, episode, and we'll finish it up there. That should be the last time you see the jump ship interface. I have a mod that makes that go away after this one. Welcome to Haynesville. I have 3.3 million sea bills, which is enough to buy a cold glass of water. Okay, more than that. This is the end of this episode. Please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy. And I'll be back shortly for the next mission.